Arohi was a 15-year-old girl who lived with her parents in a small town. She was kind, intelligent, and hardworking, but she was also shy and lacked confidence. Every family gathering felt like a nightmare. Her extended family constantly compared her to her cousins. Look at Ria's fair skin and beautiful smile. Naina always scores the highest marks. Why can't Arohi be more like them? At first, Arohi tried to ignore the comments, but hearing them repeatedly made her doubt herself. Some cousins even joined in, making jokes about her appearance and calling her the boring one. Whenever family functions were announced, Arohi felt anxious. She would stand quietly in a corner while everyone praised her cousins. No matter how hard she tried, she felt invisible. One evening, after a particularly painful family gathering, Arohi locked herself in her room and cried. She looked at herself in the mirror and replayed every hurtful comment in her mind. Then she noticed something. She had spent years focusing on what others thought of her, but almost no time focusing on what she thought of herself. That night, she made a decision. She would stop trying to win everyone's approval and start investing in her own growth. The next morning, she woke up early and began making small changes. She started exercising regularly and eating healthier meals. She learned about proper skincare, personal grooming, and self-care. Instead of comparing herself to others, she focused on becoming healthier and more confident. At the same time, she became serious about her studies. She created a study schedule and followed it consistently. While her friends spent hours scrolling through social media, Arohi spent extra time reading, practicing problems, and improving her weak subjects. The journey wasn't easy. There were days when she felt tired and wanted to quit. There were moments when relatives still made hurtful comments. There were exams she didn't perform well in. But every setback taught her something. Instead of giving up, she learned from her mistakes and continued moving forward. Months passed. Gradually, people began noticing changes. Arohi looked more confident. She carried herself with better posture. She smiled more often. Her grades improved steadily, and she started participating in school activities. The girl who once avoided speaking in public joined the debate competition and surprised everyone by finishing among the top participants. For the first time, she realized that confidence wasn't something people gave you. It was something you built through effort and perseverance. A year later, Arohi achieved something she had once thought impossible. She topped her class and received an Academic Excellence Award. At the next family gathering, the same relatives who had compared her to others were suddenly praising her achievements. "We always knew she was talented. Look how much she has improved. She's become so confident." Arohi listened quietly. The praise felt good, but it no longer controlled her happiness. She had learned a valuable lesson. Her worth had never depended on the opinions of relatives. It came from her own character, hard work, and determination. Later that evening, a younger cousin approached her. "Didi," she said softly, "everyone compares me too. How do you deal with it?" Arohi smiled. People will always have opinions, but your future is built by your actions, not their words. Focus on improving yourself a little every day. One day, you'll be proud of how far you've come. The younger cousin smiled. As Arohi looked around the room, she felt something she had never felt at a family gathering before. Peace. Not because everyone finally approved of her, but because she had finally learned to approve of herself.